to Live with DJ Rossstar. We're about to start part 2 of my interview with Youth Fountain. So once again, if you have questions, you can put them in the chat below. We're going to talk for another 20 minutes or so hopefully we'll get all your questions asked. We're going to ask them back into the chat right now, and we will get it started again. But yes, once again, if you just tuned in, we are live every week, twice a week. Wednesday, 3 o'clock Central Time, we will have Leisure Hour on the show. But for now, back to the interview. I'm glad you guys stuck around. True fans, they came right back when we restarted the IG Live. There he is.
Dude, I don't know what happened. I tried to click on to see some comments, and then it just fucking it just crashed. So I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. You know what? Every show we do live, and then we put the replay on. But this time I was able to save it, so we will have 2 separate videos, part 1 and part 2 of our conversation.
That's good.
So for the people that missed it and they're rewatching, they will not miss any of this good content.
That's good.
But do not click anything. I will read it to you if we see any comments.
Yeah, not doing that. I've learned.
So we were talking. What were we talking about? Rhyming, and then
rhyming.
I was about to ask you what the plan is. I know you have a bunch of shows in May, but what are you going to be doing leading up to that? That was the question. The big question.
Pretty much. So I'm working on LP4 right now, so that's cool. Doing it all like. Kind of like full circle how I recorded the first record, all just like DIY. So I'm doing that all myself again. So working on a whole new LP and gonna try to push out a single before, because we're doing Slam Dunk. So we try to push out a single this springtime. And other than that, probably after the whole UK and Europe, going to be trying to do the States probably when we release the record. So that is the plan right now.
Sounds like a busy year.
Dude, it's so busy, man. There's endless shit going on. It's just like, it's crazy. There's so much shit.
Well,
but
Laura in the chat already has tickets to see you in Bristol in May. That's great.
Hell yeah. That's cool.
Oh, here's a good question. Pope Slope wants to know why the move back to independent.
It's a good question. Hopefully to make more income so I can do music a little more.
It is, I mean, when I was young in the 90s, I thought every musician I saw on MTV was a millionaire. I didn't know any better.
Dude, man, I'm 30 years old. I had to move back in my parents' basement, dude. I can't afford fucking jack shit, dude. Like,
nothing wrong with that.
Dude, it's just the world we live in, and to try to do music full time is I don't even know, dude. I've questioned my life choices many times, but you know, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still doing what I do, and hopefully people like the next record, and I can keep doing music.
You can get out of the basement.
Yeah, dude. One day, you know, in this economy, who knows?
Are your parents charging you rent, or do you have to do any chores?
Oh yeah, dude. I have to probably take care of a lot of things. Take care of my dad. Having to pay rent, of course. Gotta do a bunch of yard work and doing all this stuff. It never ends.
I mean, like I said, unless you're top tier pop punk like Green Day and Blink, usually you have some sort of side hustle. This isn't even a secret, but I know that Newfound Glory and Less Than Jake, some of the people in those groups do real estate on the side. They have other gigs still.
Oh yeah, like I mean, you gotta, dude. Like I feel like, you know, when you have a whole band as well, you gotta divide so much stuff. Like it's pretty wild for that. So to be independent and also solo, I'm hoping, you know, with this next record, it'll really benefit the project and help elevate that I could do bigger and better things as an independent artist. So that's kind of been, you know, the idea floating around in my brain. So who knows? I'm gonna give it another good old college try and see how it goes.
Are you worried that if you make it to Green Day Blink level, the lyrics will suffer because you will now be happy and there'll be nothing emo to talk about?
That's funny. Not really because like I feel like the vibe of making like emo sad songs, it's a lot of it is like just, stories you kind of come up with, or you can put yourself into other people's, shoes per se,
Yeah.
and come up with just, like songwriting is like telling a story. You can write about fucking anything. That's what's cool. That's the beauty of it. I mean, and you can also collaborate with co-writers and ghostwriters, and you can, once you're at that level, you could do that. There's endless possibilities with making art. That's the cool thing about it.
Let me ask you, you're 30. I'm way up there. I'm 43 at this point. Who are like your top four favorites of all time when it comes to pop punk,
Top
or top
four.
three if you want?
I could do top five. Why not? I
Yeah.
mean, it's funny. I have to mention, dude, like I used to watch your videos
Oh,
growing up.
thanks. When you were like
Yeah,
10, and I was like,
yeah, like
and
probably
I
when I
was
was
30.
yeah, probably when I was like 14, 15, 16,
That's
around
so
there, like
cool.
the OG like YouTube days and stuff like that. I mean, I
Thanks.
remember one of my favorite bands was always Census Fail. It was a big one. I remember you
Yeah.
interviewed Buddy many times. That was a big one.
Yeah, those were
Um,
always so controversial. They just love to talk about everybody.
yeah, I found that shit
I'm sure he
hilarious.
still, I'm sure he still does.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Less Than Jake's been a big one growing up. That was a huge, huge influence on mine.
Still love him.
Blink 182. Come
That's
on,
in the top. That's in the top three.
that's at least like fucking. It always changes, but I'd say Blink 182 is like a number one, man.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong? And all the side projects like Boxcar, Angels and Airwaves, Plus 44, all that shit was always bumping. The Starting Line, big one there. Starting Line's huge. I could go on, but like those were like probably like the staples of being like, fuck, I love this kind of music so much. It's so
Oh yeah.
cool. But then, as like, I don't know, the 2010s came along, I got into the Wonder Years, Story So Far, Transit, Man Overboard, all that shit when I was, later teen years. And yeah, it just snowballed from there. Has always been the vibe of the shit I loved so much, going through the teenage angst and felt like the world was out to get me.
I get it. Hey, one of the perks of being old is I get to tell people I got to see Boxcar Racer in concert. True
That's sick.
story.
That's so dope. That's one that I'll never get to say.
Actually, I told this story not too long ago. I was doing interviews back then already, and they said I had approval to interview Boxcar Racer, and of course I was like freaking out the whole day. It was
I
going to be
bet.
before. It was going to be before their show.
Yeah.
What am I going to say to Tom and Travis? Like, I'm so nervous. Who are they going to give me? It was the other guys.
You're like, oh
I was
fuck.
like, hey, other guys,
Yeah,
tell me
yeah.
about the project that you didn't write any songs on, but they hired you to play on the tour.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, that's not true. I think they're on the album too, right? I think they do play on the album. The same people that
Yeah.
recorded
Who
them.
knows? Everyone just cares about Tom and Travis for that, so that's cool.
Yeah. To this day, I've never spoken to Blink, but Green Day is my favorite, and I had the chance to interview Mike, and so to me, that was like the highlight of my interviewing.
That's huge, dude. That's
Besides
awesome.
now, of course, besides you and me chatting, that'll be the second
Yeah, 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 yeah.
highlight. Weird Fishes said, "Speaking in tongues and Birthright are personal favorites."
Hell yeah. Those were like started writing those after the sophomore release. Then it came out as like a bonus track on like the deluxe we did for keepsakes and reminders. So that's cool. Yeah, those are bangers. I love playing those ones live too. That's a
Is
fun
it
one.
hard coming up with names, or do you usually just take like a couple words from the song, or does it go
You,
either way?
sometimes, man, like I hear something in a show or like on a podcast or like fucking I don't know, or just someone says something or like you just kind of hear it in passing and I can like write down, be like that's a cool word or something. And sometimes you do that, or I don't know. Sometimes yeah, like I don't know. It's weird. Or sometimes you're just like hearing like another song or something. And you're like, oh, that would make a cool like song name or something. Or and then sometimes you like base a song around like just a word or something. So I don't know, it's cool.
Um, I was talking about this the other day about cursing. When I was younger, of course, I thought that was the coolest thing. But now, when you're writing, do you actively try to not swear in your songs, or does it
Dude,
not? Do
yeah.
you not really think about that?
Yeah, that's a funny one too because God, sometimes you could be like, man, if this song didn't have any curse words in it, would it be like a hit or something? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't.
it
Yeah,
depends on. Yeah, I don't think they could have did Longview without rhyming it and shit. So,
yeah. I
or
don't know.
sorry, bit and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I think I feel like it's always just been something where if the song calls for like it needs to like just to have something to convey that emotion, you need to like I don't know, say that there, then like I I think that that's when it's called for. But if not, you just kind of doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. You know, like you just kind of do that.
Yeah, I went to see the Rejects play on Thursday because I'm doing all the South by Southwest stuff this weekend. Someone told Tyson in his ear monitor that it was a no swearing show. I'm not really
No.
sure why. I'm not really sure why they went on at like 10 o'clock and it's 21 and up. So he just took that and ran with it and kept cursing the whole show, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't follow those rules at all whatsoever.
Yeah, I think there's been a couple times where like we've played a venue or something, and like I swear there's like something being like, yeah, you can't like swear on stage or something. And
That's like taking away your artistic freedom.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, and sometimes like I don't know. I feel like we've done that, and like I still I don't know. You like other bands are like playing before you, and they're all swearing. They don't fucking give a
Yeah.
shit or something. I don't know. It's funny. I never understand the consequences. They're gonna throw you in jail if you do it.
Here's a good question from a great band who I interviewed called Midfield. They want to know your favorite venue to play.
Favorite venue to play? Man, it's changed over the years for sure. Masquerade's always been a cool one in Atlanta, just because the venue's really cool. Like, it's got like the whole like heaven, hell, purgatory. They have like the altar and all that shit. I think that's like I don't know,
Sounds
cool
cool.
vibe. That's a cool vibe. Like it has like, and then like I don't know, like the backstage is like all these creepy like I don't know backstage like weird fucking like props and like fucked up shit hanging from the ceiling, and it's like I
Awesome.
don't know, it's kind of tight. I don't know. That one's a cool one. The Nile in Arizona is always a fun one. And I just love being in Arizona. Arizona's a really fun state to be in, and I don't
I
know.
agree.
And Mesa and Phoenix is sick, and um, God, like a long time ago now. Doesn't seem like it, but it was like 2022. We played with 4 Years Strong at somewhere in Boston, kind of close or like Worcestershire or something. And it was like the Roadrunner, and it was like this huge fucking venue. I think we played for like 5,000 people that
That's
day. It was
great.
insane, dude.
Amazing.
And it was like just so professional. It was just like the most like you could park your van inside the venue and
I love
shit.
that. Wow.
That was cool.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that was a cool one. And I mean, rest in peace, fucking like a chain reaction. That was a cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of weird places here in Austin. I haven't been to all of them yet, but I was living in Nashville before this, and they have a Taco Bell there, and you could perform at Taco Bell. I always thought that was kind of funny.
That is fucking hilarious.
And they have alcohol there too. It's like an alcohol serving Taco Bell with live music. So what else
what
could
the
you want in life?
what the fuck is up, Taco Bell?
Heck yeah. Let's
Yeah,
see, a couple more questions. The Pope Slope. What is your favorite song you've ever written? That's a hard question.
that is a very hard question. You know, I don't know. I really don't. I used to like I was always I feel like it I just like when people appreciate anything that I write, man. Like I just appreciate if a song like I don't know, people love when they always want to hear my song Blooms that I wrote. That was I know one that means a lot to people and they love hearing it live. And I'm just grateful that there's songs that people
Want to hear
pay to
live?
hear me play and want to
Yeah.
see me play. Like, I don't really have a favorite song. I really don't. Like, I just if I write a new song and I'm stoked on it, and then I'm like, that's fucking sick, and I'm vibing with it. I'm having fun writing it. It's a lot of. I don't know. I could never answer that question.
Or kind of like all your favorite thing because it's an accomplishment. You wrote a whole song. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I think so.
Yeah, I I
Um,
like I like anything that someone else likes and it changed their life. That's the coolest thing. That's all I can
good,
say.
good answer. Owen's not here. Do you find it hard to sing two vocal lines live?
No, not really, because if anything, it's like good practice for me to become an even better vocalist. I love it.
Let's see, Vlavi Impaired. Who would you like to have as a feature on a YF song, a band that you would like to be a feature on?
Ooh, well, I mean, I've always wanted to, just because he's like another solo artist, nothing nowhere, and he kind of does like similar. I know he did a lot of emo rap, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's doing like more like pop punk, post hardcore stuff now, and I always thought that would be sick. I'd love to do a whole like collab or something. Or I wanted to have him feature on my last record, but it just didn't come to fruition. That would be cool. I mean, other than that, like I don't know, fucking Tom DeLonge or some shit. Like
Yeah.
Mark Hoppus featuring Mark Hoppus. I don't fucking know. Or
Make it happen.
yeah. Or
Send me
yeah,
email.
someone
Info at markhoppus.com.
yeah. Come on, man, help me out.
Anyway, we have 5 more minutes if you guys want to send some questions. It looks like everyone's jumping in now. And by the way, I'll mention really quick, if you're watching the replay and you like this, you can follow me here on Instagram. I'll be back with Leisure Hour on Wednesday, 3 o'clock Central Time. Go back on the page, watch all my old stuff I've been doing on here. Got Less Than Jake on there, Ballyhoo, and Mercy Music, and Rematch, Sucker Punch. I've been doing this for a couple months now on IG Live, and you can go back on YouTube, watch some of those really old interviews that you were watching when you were 15, apparently. Just look up DJ Rossstar on YouTube. I've got interviews on there with My Chemical Romance, with Senses Fail, with Green Day, with Fall Out Boy. A bunch of good ones on there also. Anyway, enough about me. A couple more questions. What were some of the memories that you remember doing plush video of Cute Mario Brothers along Ricky?
Dude, I don't even know what that is.
What?
No, I don't even know what that is.
That's a weirdly worded sentence too.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what that. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Maybe he thinks you're somebody else, or she thinks
Yeah,
you're somebody else.
probably.
Okay. Well, interesting, weird question. Thanks
Yeah.
for that. Thanks for that. So when's the first show? May, at the beginning of May, is the next time you're going to play live?
Yes, the next time that we're doing a whole show is, I think it starts. We're trying to work on a London show to kick off the whole tour before Slam Dunk.
That'd be
So
nice.
that's a big one. Other than that, yeah. So I think it's gonna be May 22nd, right before. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen. We've been trying to work on a something. There's been a lot of things in the works, super exciting stuff, but trying to plan a really cool show for that. So fingers crossed.
Awesome. Are you going to play full band for the UK tour?
Oh yeah. We're doing the full band all through the whole tour and Europe and everything. So very excited about that.
Last question. Kevin Gilmore, how is the process of deciding who to tour with when taking out a full band?
Who to tour with? Like, I don't know if they're referring
I think they mean the band. Like, how do you pick the members?
the
Maybe.
members. I mean, whoever's willing to do it and who has time to do it, whoever it can play the songs, whoever is a good hang, whoever is willing to do it for a fair price.
Yeah, whoever is probably also living at home with their parents in the basement.
Yeah, dude. It really depends. It really depends. It's one of those things where it's just like, I gotta work with whoever I could work with and make it happen because there's so many factors that come into play to try to make a tour happen and to try to, have it be somewhat successful and sustainable. And it's a fucking nightmare, dude.
I mean, yeah, like you said, it's got to be a good hang, or else it's going to be uncomfortable the whole time when you're not the
Oh
hour you're
yeah,
playing.
yeah. God, it's such a tough thing to try to figure out. Yeah, touring is not for everyone. It's really not for everyone. I'm sure you probably know about that too in some way. Like,
No, unfortunately, I was never invited to tour with anybody.
yeah,
I
I'm
sat
sure
on a
you've
tour.
encountered.
I've sat on a tour bus and thought, wow, this is uncomfortable. So I
Oh,
kind of get that part of it.
yeah. You can only imagine.
Oh,
I know.
and many a van. I've been in many a tour van also. Yeah, not a
Yeah,
fun way to live for multiple
no,
hours a day.
God, no, dude. It's you question a lot of life choices.
Yeah.
So it all depends. It's just one of those things where got to work with whoever I can work with and make it all happen. The show must go on.
Do you have these guys set in stone though for May? Everyone's already on board.
Yes. Yes, I got a good team that played. We did a local show in Vancouver at the end of the year, December, and that was sweet. That was a lot of fun. Been some of my homies for a long time now, so I'm stoked.
Great. And before we go, Owen said he would move to Canada to join the band. Oh,
Damn.
hope that doesn't
Well,
sound insane.
yeah, that yeah,
You don't have
yeah,
to live in Canada to join the band. You just have to meet up with them on the road, right?
yeah, exactly. Uh, I'll say this: don't quit your day job.
Unless your day job is already being in a different band, then keep
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, thanks so much for doing this. I'm glad.
Dude,
I had no idea that you used to watch the interviews. That's so great. I love hearing that.
dude, yeah, I fucking I've always loved your stuff. I loved it. So
Thank
keep.
you.
I'm stoked you're doing what you're doing, man. It's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
kind of like you were saying. It's not for everybody, but I did it for a long time, and then I stopped and focused on the boring career stuff. And now that I don't have to stress as much, I'm doing it now just because it's fun. I don't
Dude,
have
that's
to.
sick.
But back in the day, I wanted to be the next Carson Daly and have my own TV show. And everybody I interviewed enjoyed it, and they kept telling me, keep going, it's going to happen. And I kept going, but it didn't happen. So I took a break, and now I'm back for fun, and I like this better because there's no pressure.
That is sick. That is
I can
sick.
talk to whoever I want. Doesn't even matter. Anybody I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
talk to.
Just having a good fucking time, man. I love
Yeah,
that.
well, I had a good time with you. You're really nice to talk to. So hopefully you'll make it down here to Texas. We can hang out soon.
Dude, let's do it, man. Take care,
All
buddy.
right. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy watching the two-part replay, and I'll see you at Leisure Hour on Wednesday. Have a good time. Have a good night.
Peace
Bye,
out, man.
everybody.
Bye.